Teacups, fill up the soda cups, fill up your water cups. About 4:19, give you a chance to finish up what you're working on. So you and I can chat for a half hour, maybe, half an hour. Good morning, good morning. Let's make sure we get this done right. Welcome, my friends, to Stop Doing Nothing. Talk with me, your host, Patrick Almond, this lovely Monday morning, July 22nd, 9:05 Central. You awake yet? You awake? Anybody out there? You awake yet? Your eyes still rubbing your eyes? It's been a rough morning. It's been an early morning for me. I don't know about you. It's been an early morning for me. Hey, as always, drop a message in the chat. Text me. Subscribe on YouTube. Let me know what's going on. I got got a whole agenda for you today that I want to talk about, and I want to hear from you. This is not meant to be, nobody wants to hear me. No one wakes up in the morning and says, "Hey, I want to hear Patrick talk for 30 minutes," but I want to have a discussion with you. I got some things on my chest, personal and business wise. As always, for the past on my walk, I kind of went through some ideas I want to talk through with you. And then when I got back and I got all cleaned up, shaved from head to chin. That's the every other day routine here. Shave from crown to the little scraggly parts down here. Coffee, cream, and sugar. You know the deal. You can have results or excuses or not both from those coffee and motivation people. Anybody else? Anybody else go through like lots of chapstick? Like recently, I don't know if it's just a result of age, the fact that I'm exercising so much. My lips are always dry. I cannot keep them moisturized enough. For those of you that do not know, my name is Patrick Almond. I run a digital marketing agency and kind of a self-improvement firm, I'd call it also, called Stop Doing Nothing. I like to go live 3 times a week at 9 o'clock a.m. Central and just talk about personal stuff, business stuff, marketing. You'll see me talk a lot about marketing topics because that's where my background is, and that's what we do every single day here at Stop Doing Nothing Media. It was Focus Consulting, now it's Stop Doing Nothing Media. I think Stop Doing Nothing kind of having the split focuses, ironically, was screwing me up. So I've basically just renamed the company to Stop Doing Nothing Media, and all the personal stuff floats over on Stop Doing Nothing. So if you are watching, and I can tell there are some people watching, drop me a message as to where you are watching, what country you're watching in. And I did this cool little thing now that I think if let me see if I can get it to work. Excuse me. Oh, where'd that come from? Woo! Yes, if you tell me what country you're from, you're going to get one of these cool little things. Every show, I'm trying to get more and more advanced to make it better, give you guys a better experience. So definitely let me know where you are watching from, what you are drinking, and whether or not you were a cat or a dog person. I did a reel this weekend that was pretty cool talking about petting your dog, and that one got a lot of engagement. Are you a cat person or a dog person? I am involuntarily a cat person, meaning my wife, we always have cats. We've gone very short periods of time without cats since I've met her. More than likely there is, since I'm working in the home office today, there's a cat right outside the office just waiting to come in and rub hair all over my legs. I don't know what is up with why cats like that so much. But anyways, like I've said before, do me a favor. Definitely, say hello in the comments so I know who's out there watching. And the biggest thing I could really use from you, obviously, if you are gonna want to keep up with the show, please make sure you subscribe and follow. Over on YouTube, but share if you're watching on Facebook, or I tried to stream to Twitter. Twitter's not working, but if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch or Facebook, please make sure you do me a favor and share it with your friends so we can all kind of sit around for half an hour and talk about life, business, and a little bit of politics. I just dip my toe in politics a little bit. I'm not a political expert. I just got some opinions, and I love hearing other people's opinions because, frankly, like I said, I am not the expert on politics, but I know plenty of people are. I know plenty of people that follow me are. So I'm looking forward to discussing that topic a little bit. This weekend, what do we do this weekend? So I've been, as you know, I've been doing. Last week I talked about how I've been doing more kind of intense jogging to these military cadences. And that proved to be working a little bit. So I did that 3 times last week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I have this playlist on my phone of military cadences. And do I use headphones? No, I don't use headphones. So I just play them out loud when I'm jogging, and I love them. I love military cadence. I love things that have rhythm and music because it keeps me going when I'm exercising. So last week I think was the first time I did 3. 100% 3, and I can't jog yet, all the way at the pace that I want to. So I'll jog until, my heart rate gets up in the 150s, and I'll take a break, get down to 130s, and do that over and over. I did it 3 times last week. This is part of the concept I'm going to talk about today of violent action, not a bad violent, but just, the idea of just taking massive, massive action. That's my main theme for the show today. And so between that and the walk I did Sunday, I did the walk Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember which day I did the walk here. Let me see here. I think that long walk was on Sunday. Yeah. So that's right, because I went to the gym Saturday morning. So between the 3 long walks, my whole point is I think, in addition to everything else I'm working on to keep myself in shape, that those 3 long jogging sessions really helped, because I was down with my weight on Sunday. Every Sunday morning, the first thing I do is I get up and I weigh myself. And I was down, and to celebrate, what did I do? I went out and had another long walk. I think I walked 5 miles after I weighed myself in. So this idea of intense, overwhelming, violent action is working out well for me so far. Saturday morning, I did intense upper body workout. I just lifted chest until I could not lift anymore. And some people will tell you, oh, be careful, you're going to overtrain. Well, no, not if you're taking a massive amount of action. You're not overtraining, you're just working a muscle until failure, which is how muscles get bigger. But the whole point, the real point I was aiming for, is just working until trying to burn the most calories. So you can, when you exercise, you can either lift a lot of weight in a short amount of time, or a lighter amount of weight in a long period of time. Either way, you're going to burn more and more calories. So that was my goal. So that is all working out for me. What else happened this weekend? Well, let's talk about briefly. Okay, first of all, we'll talk about Patrick Personal, then we'll dip in the political side. I was in the mood to, whenever you watch, how whenever you watch a movie over and over and over, that you pick up other details. And I find that no matter even if I've watched the same movie for 10, 20 years, if I come back and watch it again, or a TV series, I still pick up these small little details. So for some reason, just recently, I've been inspired to watch Hidden Figures again. Let me know if you're a fan. Drop in the comments. Been watching Hidden Figures again. For those of you that haven't seen it, please just get it on your list. Okay, great title. It talks about 3, groundbreaking women who were called human computers back in the early days of NASA. And it's Kevin Costner and several other people on there that are just really a great cast. Dips into a little bit of racism, but just talks about how brilliant these women were and how groundbreaking they were, and how they have these great mathematical minds that I could never even begin to conceive of having. It's just amazing, if you ask me. Anyways, I think I watched that on Friday or Saturday, and then I felt compelled to watch it again Sunday after my walk. So what I did Sunday is I came back from the long walk, got all cleaned up. I think I got all cleaned up, and then I sat down and watched Hidden Figures again, and I just keep forgetting what a great movie that is. So I'm gonna try to make a point to rewatch that every now and then. Oh, that's right. I'm trying to figure out what else I did. Was it? Sometimes I just lose track of what days happened. What Friday? I think it was Friday night. Twisters opened here in Oklahoma City. And it probably opened across the country, but you know what? The whole movie basically is about Oklahoma. As I like to say, we're going to go watch Twisters, or as I like to call it, a Thursday night in tornado season in Oklahoma. Went to see that at Penn Square Mall here in Oklahoma City. I realized I really should have gone to see it at the Moore Warren IMAX down in Moore, because they have the whole 4D thing where they spritz you and the chairs shake and there's lightning effects and all that cool stuff. That's where I should have gone to see it, but I didn't. Only saw it here, and it was a great movie. It was. I'm not going to give away, the spoiler of it. I'm going to tell you that it's a pretty predictable movie with the same predictable movie tropes that are always there. By the way, make sure if my lips are moved. Well, never mind. If you weren't hearing me, you tell me. But it had a lot of the same predictable movie tropes. But the cast was really good. The gentleman who played the lead again, whose name I cannot think of, ironically, he was also, not ironically, just humorously. I get those two confused sometimes. He was also in Hidden Figures. Hidden Figures. Glenn Powell. There we go. So Glenn Powell has become a little bit recently a favorite actor of mine because he was in Hidden Figures as the astronaut, and as you know, I love everything space related and aviation related. He was in Top Gun 2 as the antagonist in Top Gun 2. In Top Gun 2, and then he was also the lead character slash. You think he's the antagonist, because of being the protagonist in in Twisters. So Glenn Powell is having the highlight of his career right now. He's in everything. You know how certain actors when they're hit their peak, they're in everything. Well, right now he's in everything. Every actor, every really good actor or actress goes through that. So he's in everything. So if you haven't had a chance and you're a friend of mine in the Midwest, um, and elsewhere, go see Twisters. It's good, great special effects. It is not a documentary. Some people can't go to the movies without saying, "Oh, that never happens in Oklahoma," and that's not how tornadoes work, and that's something, um, um, kind of thing. And so yeah, that was what I think we watched Saturday night, and popcorn and soda and the whole deal. And it was like I said, it was a decent movie, just full of the same movie tropes. So so yeah, we did that, and so politics. Briefly let's get over that. Let's get over that one real quick. Politics. Um, I regardless of your beliefs and your party and just all the infighting and combating that we're doing right now because of politics, in my opinion, it takes a lot of bravery in politics and and other things in life to know when when you need to bow out. Okay, that's what's on my head. When you need to bow out. Um, People in politics tend to like almost never give up until they almost die. Every now and then we see a politician pass away who was literally still in office, and they've been in office their entire life, and they die in office. And if I was in politics, um, that's not really the way I would want to go out. So it's and it's even more so, the higher you get up in the world of politics. Obviously, to me, politics starts at the city council level, and then the county level, and then the city level, state level, regional level, up the national level, and obviously the top, the executive top of the executive branch up there. And so, to me, when I think about if I can put aside all the fighting that we're doing about politics right now, I'm somewhat in awe and admiration of Joe Biden, someone who's had a pretty long and good political career, saying, you know what, maybe it's time that I bow out. I'm not able to fight the good fight anymore. I think he's still a good politician. I think he's still a good leader, but I think he did the right thing there in bowing out. And fortunately, he had a good line of succession in place there. Not that he's dead or anything, but that had to be a rough decision. I mean, think about that. Think about that when all of us are in our jobs, and how do we know if it's a good time or a bad time to bow out? How do we know when it's a good time or a bad time to retire? It used to be we had a retirement age, and that's the age we quit, and from there we just kind of sat around and didn't do too much until we got put in the ground. But to go out from the highest office in the land here in the United States to gracefully bow out voluntarily, not no, it's it didn't we didn't have to use the 25th Amendment. There wasn't any need to execute the line of succession or anything like that. To voluntarily bow out of a highest political office in the executive branch in the land, that to me was amazing, if you ask me. So that is my whole take on politics. I would like your opinion as always also. And what that holds for the future of us, we obviously none of us know, but I just think it's really going to change the whole political discussion going forward. And I'm just glad I'm not in that industry to fight that big fight right there. Okay, business stuff. By the way, we're going to be doing this for about another 10, 15 minutes. Quick couple of business updates for things going on here. As you know, I do run a digital marketing agency. I do travel and speak on stage doing keynote speaking. And I do, a decent amount of virtual summit speaking. This week, I'm speaking twice for those of you that are want to hear me. The first one is on my Facebook personal timeline. There is a summit Wednesday, and I think Wednesday is the first day. I think it's a 3-day summit. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It's the high level expert virtual summit is what it is, and I have a speaking slot. And I think 11 o'clock Central on Wednesday is my speaking slot. I'm still working on my presentation. And if you get a chance and you want to learn a lot about marketing from a lot of really smart people, tune in to that. Like I said, if you go back to my Facebook personal profile timeline, you'll see me talk about it there and my big giant picture of my mug and the link to register, my personal link to register there. So if you're like I said, if you're someone who wants to learn more about marketing. And of course, it's going to be, kind of centered all around CRM and lead generation and marketing. But I look at the lineup. I really did look at the lineup of people there. And they are all people that I wish I had some one-on-one time with there. I mean, you've got some of the staff of high level, the leadership of high level. You've got the Andy Audates of the world. You got the Rob Baileys of the world. You've just got all these really brilliant people. And it feels really good to have my face in that picture with those people. Excited for it. Johan, dude, speak of the devil. Why did I have a feeling that you were going to, why did I just have a feeling in the back of my head that you were going to turn in? And I hope I said that right. Right, ladies, right, and gentlemen, this gentleman right here who left a comment, Johan, he is one of the people leading this. And I think he might have been one of the people that reached out to me and recruited me for it. But it's there's been plenty of times since I've been in business where I've spoken at various in-person and virtual events, and I have to admit, some of the speaker lineups are great, some of them are mediocre. This time, when I tell you that this is an amazing speaker lineup, I am not shoveling anything on you. I am not. I saw some of the names when I was first picked to be a speaker. First of all, I was picked to be a speaker, and I was honored anyways. But then, as I saw some of the other names, like once you guys finalize the name, Johan, and I look at the names in there. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is serious. They aren't just like looking to throw some names at this event to fill the slot, to get all the JV work done, and to get some affiliate money out and things like that. No, when I saw some of these names, like I said, the two that popped, because there's a lot of names in there, but the two that popped to the top of the three is you got staff from the actual company high level, and then when I saw that like my name was in there with like the Rob Baileys and the Andy Audates, I was like, crap, I really need to up my game. I can't slack on this. I need to really come up with a good presentation for this group. So like I said, if you're somebody who has kind of been dabbling in marketing, or you don't even know where to start in marketing, or you just really want to up your game from really smart people, I am far from the smartest speaker at this event. I 100%. Oh, you know what, Johan? There you go. I didn't push I didn't push the update from the preview monitor over to the live monitor there. I apologize for that. Um, I'm far. This is definitely one of those cases where you do not want to be the smartest person in the room, and I know I am not the smartest person in the room. So I'm going to be hopefully watching as much as I'm going to be listening. Um, Matter of fact, let me do this here. Let me go back to live mode and make sure that I can give this stream right with the minimal amount of of screw ups for you. And then, like I said, it's Wednesday. It starts early Wednesday morning. If you want to know about it, more about it, go to my Facebook profile. The problem is I don't have the link right in front of me. I apologize. I didn't plan for that. But this gentleman right here probably has. I can probably tell you more about it also. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. And then later that same day, I'll just really talk about this one on a smaller level because it's for a smaller group. If you are somebody who is a high-level SaaSpreneur, we are doing our second weekly live stream in that group, and I'm training on a topic. We're all getting 10 minutes to train on a topic Wednesday later in the day. I think that one's like 1 or 2 o'clock Central in the high-level SaaSpreneur group. So Wednesdays And to tell you the truth, I technically have this live stream Wednesday also. So Wednesday is going to be a very, very busy day, which tells me I'm going to even have to be more on my game. Okay. Going to have to even more. So what is this? So how? So I have odd to broadcast. Okay. So there it goes. Okay. I'm just never sure how this, when this stuff doesn't work, if it works or not. Um, so yeah, that's what's going on Wednesday. And make sure did I get that right. Yeah. So we've got the High Level Expert Summit, which I definitely want you to register for ASAP if you really want to up your marketing game and hear from some amazing speakers Wednesday. And then we have the High Level Certified Training in that special Facebook group also. Okay. Something that's been on my mind recently is my last topic before we kind of wrap it up. And like I said before, if just really quickly, some shameless self promotion. If you're not subscribed on YouTube yet, please do me a favor and get subscribed on YouTube. That's probably one of the best things you can do for us. And always also, if you could share this stream with some friends that you want to be smarter. And lastly, I do like it to be interactive. I do like to cover topics that you want to hear about. So feel free to always text me a topic, or matter of fact, let's see, let's check that real quick. Has anyone ever texted me a topic yet? No. Okay, so today we have not gotten any texts. I need to do a better job keeping an eye on that while the live stream is going. Text me your topics you want me to cover. I will definitely cover those. There's a topic I knew about years ago called the concept of violent action. And I hadn't heard about it for a while. And then recently I was listening to an Alex Hormozy podcast, and he slipped that phrase in there in the middle of a whole litany of things he was talking about. And it's something that I remember the last time I heard it, how much I loved it. And it's a phrase that when you think violent, nobody wants violent or violence, right? When you think about that stuff, it sounds like a bad word. But no, what it means is when you are really trying to do big things or hard things, you have to really up the volume of work that you do. Okay. It's if you're somebody who is going to get in this concept of violent action, it means you obviously have to wake up a little bit earlier. You have to be a little bit more focused. You have to work a little bit harder. I take that back, not a little bit, a lot harder. You have no time to F around with your life or with your time. You have to be completely focused. You may have to shut down your social life for a little bit. You may have to work longer hours. But this is what's required by ambitious people doing big things, okay? The concept of violent action. Let's say you have an 8 to 5 job and you really want to grow and excel in that job. You can't be playing the same game that other people are playing. If you want to really grow in like your 8 to 5 job, then you need to maybe come in an hour early, stay an hour late, skip lunch, work at your desk. And it's not just activity you have to do. We've all made that mistake of doing activity and feeling like we're being productive. No, you have to be violently productive, which means you may have to eat your sandwiches at your desk. You may have to just, take work home. So this concept of violent action is that Alex Hormozy podcast I was listening to reminded me about that. I remember before what a phrase I love that, how much I love that phrase, excuse me. And so I need to take, you can't see it, but behind the camera here on a wall, I'm starting to put up things to remind me during the day, kind of little mental ticklers and mental refreshers. I need to just print out like violent action on a piece of paper or a sticky note and put it someplace. It may go up on the background of my laptop or my screens or the background of my phone. But that just needs to be, a theme for a while. So look it up sometime or go listen to the Alex Hormozy podcast. Or if you want some more information about violent action, let me know. But it's just work. It's just increasing your volume of work. Do you go to the gym and do a 30-minute workout and then leave and you don't do any more? Well, if you want to grow, if you want to lose weight, if you want to burn more calories, well, maybe that workout should be an hour versus your standard 30 minutes. If you want to get above average results, you are going to have to put in extra time, the above average amount of time. Okay? That's really what it is. When I go out on my long walks, on the average days, when I really do just want to hit it and quit it and get back home, I'll do 3 miles. But on the longer days, I'll walk, 5 miles, 8 miles. I'll dramatically increase the volume of work I do to get the results I want. That one of the things I is on my calendar to remind me um, to every Saturday at 9:15 here in Oklahoma City. I've got a buddy of mine, and several of us go down to downtown Oklahoma City, and it used to be called the Chase Building. Now it's called the Bank First Building. Um, we climb the stairs 3 times, and I've talked about this many times before. And if you're in Oklahoma City and you're ever interested, let me know. I mean, it's one thing to do a jogging workout, a weight workout. No, we go out and we climb. That building has 35 stories. We climb those stairs 3 times, 3 times and change. We go up, we go down 10 stories, and then we go back up, and then elevator down, back up again, elevator down, back up again. You will. That is one of the hardest workouts you can do. I don't do it fast. I don't run. I sure as heck don't jog. I take my time, and by the time I get done, I am soaking wet from head to toe. That is violent action. Okay, that is just doing an overwhelming amount of work because I want overwhelming results, and they're paying off. Like I said, if we were to look at my weight tracking, let me see here. I have a little app on my phone where I do my weight tracking. Where is it? I learned this little cool little concept a while back where I take all the apps on my phone and I put them in kind of motivational folders. So I have a folder here. We go. I am healthy. My Renfo folder. And let me see. I weighed in. I have no problem sharing it with you at 257.8 Sunday morning, and that is a that is a third week downtrend. My goodness gracious, I really didn't realize how much I was going down. So yeah, and so as you can see there, I don't know if you can see my little chart. It's on a third week downtrend right there, and so it just shows me that the violent actions I'm taking recently are really having results. I just have to keep that up. Now, some people would say, well, Patrick, if you're going to be really productive, why do you live stream? This is part of my action, okay? Getting out, talking to you about business, it's actually good for business for me. When I do these live streams, I sometimes get business from them. And it's very important in business to do content production anyway. So live streaming isn't me playing around. It really is me promoting myself and promoting my business. So I would love your take on this concept in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube or Facebook or whatever you're doing there, please let me know your concept of this. I cannot mention enough. Make sure you tune in Wednesday. Register for the event I'm speaking at Wednesday. But Amy, I don't hear from you enough. Let's hear what Amy has to say about this. Amy Lamb. I think, Amy, you're here in Oklahoma City with me, aren't you, right? I get doing more, but it seems since my job went from full-time to part-time, it's actually more productive. People don't lollygag around anymore. They respect the materials in the 2.5 days I'm in the office versus 5 days a week, 8 to 5. Beautiful. Beautiful, Amy. That is a good way to put it. People just don't feel like screwing around anymore. And the water cooler talk. I mean, I would call that. People just don't do a water cooler talk. They want to come in, they want to get stuff done, and they want to leave. And where this could have really gone bad, okay, you're in Wichita, thanks. Where this could have really gone bad was during COVID, working from home. If you're somebody who was working from home ever in your life, there are 2 types of people that work from home, okay? There's the people that work from home that they will do the absolute minimum to get the job done, okay? They say, I'm working from home. I'll wake up late. I'll get stuff done whenever I need to. I may take a nap in the middle of the day. I may just, kind of take my time and take advantage of the things of working from home. Some people, like me, kind of become a little bit of workaholics when you work from home. Right? I've worked from home for, goodness gracious, a long time, and there have been times where I've kind of slacked on my productivity, and for various reasons now, I work hard to get up consistently 7 days a week at the same time. There are plenty of times I skip. Okay, if I stay up late, if I stay up until 10 o'clock or midnight, I may skip the 5 o'clock alarm. But my goal 7 days a week is just to be consistent. I have that other philosophy a while that I started, kind of promoting a while back, that to me, there really should be no difference on how you manage your personal time and fitness and things like that when it comes to, Saturday versus Sunday versus Monday versus Tuesday. To me, Saturday and Sunday are just names we gave to days. Okay, they aren't they aren't special days where we get to, sit around and do nothing. Now, if you're somebody who has to, drive and do a big physical job, yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to you're going to slack a little bit, not slack. You're going to give yourself a little bit of a break on those days, but for some people, Saturday and Sunday are the only days you really get to do things for yourself. And so you have to be even more aggressive on those days than you do on on the other days when you're basically selling your time to somebody else. Excuse me, coffee's doing that to me. Whew. I'm feeling the need for coffee today. So, yeah, if you're like I said, if you're somebody who really wants to get more done, I cannot emphasize enough, increase the volume of work you do and make sure it is the right work. And you may have heard this before. Make sure it is productive work. You're not rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic here, okay? We don't care about busy work. We care about massive volumes of highly productive work. That's what our goal is every single day. You may have to alter that based on your life circumstances, based on your work circumstances. So obviously all of my advice is not fit for everybody. It's fit for a lot of people. But take it, modify it. But whatever you do, do not, well, you know what? Whatever you do not make sure you got the microphone, stop doing nothing, and you've got the little sticker. It's really hard moving your finger backwards when the camera's there. Whatever you do, you're going to do all these right here. My buddy on Facebook, Rush Ward, the other day promoted something. He shared a little quote from Alex Hormozy, and the end of the quote was, "But whatever it is, don't do nothing. Doing nothing is the absolute wrong answer to taking action." And yeah, look at that. Stop doing nothing. Good choice, Patrick, whenever I made that 10 or 15 years ago. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, I'm on Twitch also for you gamers. Oh, at some point in time, Twitch, that reminded me, gaming. We've gotten back into Age of Empires a little bit. Any Age of Empires fans? I'll have to talk. I may have to talk about that or bring that up on a show once. It's something we used to play as a family a lot, and recently we've gotten back into Age of Empires, and so I'm having to build back up my Age of Empires skills. Problem with Age of Empires, it takes hours and hours out of your day, so I definitely cannot play that during the day. But I may have to bring that up on another show. So, you know what? Thanks for watching. If you grabbed a cup of coffee and you're kind of hanging out with me, I appreciate it. You could have spent your time any single way, but you chose to spend it with me. Whether you got me on your big screen TV or dedicated watching me, or I'm on the phone while you're driving at home, please do not watch me while you're driving, only listen. I really do appreciate your time. Wednesday, make sure you text me in. The numbers here on the screen, 405-217-4752. Text me in the topics you want to talk about, and I can get those on I'm going to start working on the Wednesday show. We'll get those on the agenda for the Wednesday show, especially if it's new stuff. If it's different new stuff you want to cover, I'm okay covering that too. If it's politics or religion, I probably won't dip into it too much because, number one, we know those are controversial topics, and you know what? We know that I'm not an expert on those topics also. So I probably should not be talking about those topics too much. But I really do appreciate you watching. Have a great, great Monday. I'm feeling some love for my teachers because you know what? It's coming to the end of summer. I know that here in the next week or two, teachers have to start ramping back up, getting back into school. I believe, here in Oklahoma City, the schools start in September sometime. I don't know exactly when, but that summer blows by really fast when you're a teacher. So thank you for watching. Have a great, great week, and I will see you Wednesday morning. Get it on your calendar. Wednesday morning, 9 a.m. U.S. Central. I will make sure I am here, and let's have a great, great day. I'll talk to you soon.